What is good, YouTube? Electro J here. Welcome back to another episode of me recapping and reviewing the Challenge All Stars. We're now on episode 8, which is entitled "Going Bananas." And if you know the challenge, you know what the word bananas has to deal with when it comes to the challenge in general. So we'll see what happens in the episode. But so pretty much the episode starts off with everyone coming back from the elimination that happened last episode. John A and Mark, they won their elimination, sending Ronnie and Jordan home. Naya, she pretty much feels lost because Jordan was kind of like her why for being in the challenge house, being in the challenge now, and she kind of feels lost not being there. And hopefully she can pull off and make it to the final at least. I hope Naya makes it to the final at least. I hope she doesn't like get DQ'd or anything. So then when it came to the challenge, even before the challenge started, Veronica got DQ'd because in the last episode, when TJ in the trivia challenge, TJ asked her a question and she felt like that gave her juju, like bad luck. So the question was like something like, what does a podiatrist like specialize in? She said feet. She got it correct. She won the challenge. And that same night, when they were like all about to have fun and party and stuff, she fell down like 3 flights of stairs, like three steps, and she broke her toe. And in the challenge, if you break a toe, you're medically unable to compete. So Veronica, so close to the final. She's literally this close. She got eliminated. She got sent home. So that's very sad. Veronica, I really hope we see you in the challenge again. And yeah, so now this challenge is called Flight Pattern, where basically there's a lagoon, and in the middle of the lagoon there's this giant puzzle. In heats of two, two people will be going on a helicopter, and that helicopter will be right above the pattern, right above like the puzzle pattern. You need to memorize the pattern. You need to memorize the color pattern, and once you do, you unclip yourself from the helicopter, swim to your station, and put the puzzle together as you remember it, as you saw on the helicopter. The person who does it the fastest, the guy and girl who does it the fastest, they will win, giving them the authority. For the girls, because Veronica got sent home, the girl who is in the authority, they will gain her star. They will gain Veronica's star. We still have zero clue on what the stars actually do, so we'll just see what happens. All right, so the commercial break just came up. So what pretty much happened was that, yeah. So what pretty much happened is John A, she won the challenge on the technicality that Kellyanne finished it faster, but the thing was Kellyanne didn't properly put the puzzle in the right place. So it was like 90 degrees off or something. I forgot what TJ said, but it was something like that. So Mark and John A, they are now the authority. They get to choose who goes into what I believe is the final elimination of the season. What?
I'm sorry. You want that muffin?
No, you can have it. Sorry about that, guys. So back to what I was saying. So after the challenge is done, basically Naya, Kellyanne, and Kayla, they pretty much tell John A that they're fine with going in. All of them are fine with going in. And so John A is kind of like, what is happening? For Mark, Wes and Nehemiah, they say that they're down to volunteer themselves to take down Derek because Derek has the most stars out of all the guys. And Mark is telling Derek that if he picks Derek to go into elimination, Derek can pick who he wants to go up against. And Derek is perfectly fine with that. So I think that's a very bold move for Derek to do, and I really hope that Derek is going in, so he gets to choose who he wants to go up against. But we'll see. And if you guys were wondering like why I said earlier like what the word bananas has to do with, is because the man himself, Mr. Johnny Bananas, 7-time champion or something, he's finally made his appearance on the show. He was teased to be on the show earlier this season, but now he has arrived over voice call because Wes wanted to talk to Bananas and discuss with him on whether him volunteering himself is a good idea. And Bananas, being Bananas, pretty much put on his quote-unquote thinking cap, aka his crown, and he showed himself having a G-string. Typical, very odd, but very funny Bananas. Basically says that if you think that's what's the best for your game to be the richest man in this house, you should do it. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. So we'll see what happens when the commercial break is done. So the episode just ended, and pretty much what happens is the Authority, Mark and John A, they choose Derek and they choose Kayla to be sent in. Kayla, she chooses Kellyanne, not surprising, and Derek chooses Nehemiah, and the elimination is a good old pole wrestle. I thought that Derek was going to choose Wes for a second, and say something like it's time for a rematch and all that stuff, but nope, he chose Nehemiah, and basically you have to drag your pole into your circle and light it on fire. Once you do, the other person is done. That's how it ends, because we have no idea who's going to win. The elimination started with Derek versus Nehemiah, and we have no idea what's going to happen. We're going to have to wait until next Wednesday for that to happen, and see Kellyanne versus Kayla, and then after those eliminations, the final will be here. I'm excited. I'm excited to see this final. I'm excited to see out of Nehemiah, Derek, Kayla, and Kellyanne, who will win the elimination and who will be running for $500,000. Whew. All right, well, that's my review. That's my recap review for the Challenge All-Stars Season 3, Episode 8. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.